As always, I welcome your noises. I love you too. Good morning, it's the crackpot breakfast. Jennifer's going to bed. Good night, Jennifer.
Good night, gorgeous.
Jennifer stayed up all night conjuring spells and taking Big Pharma's money. You GMO shill. Alright, so what are we talking about today? We're talking about Batman vs. Superman came out, and I was bored and confused. It's 2 hours, 2.5 hours. The first hour and a half I was bored. The last hour I was confused. I'm a big Batman fan. Have been since I was 3. I don't remember not having Batman in my life. So yes, I agree. Zack Snyder directed this new one, and some people love it. I am on the side of people that I did not love this movie. It was not a good time. It was not fun for me. A lot of problems with the plot. I just didn't enjoy New Batman. And I did a comic about it. So here's the new Frown Within the Machine. Heard you didn't like my movie, Ryan. No, Rodeo Fleckman. I did not enjoy Batman vs. Superman. You didn't get it. No, I got it. I just didn't enjoy it. I get that lots of people want a Batman that shoots people to death and brands them and wears a rodeo jacket, but I did not. But Frank Miller, stop. Don't. I'm so fucking tired of people using Frank Miller's name like a get out of jail free card every time a comic book movie becomes morbid or misogynistic. Fuck Frank Miller. But Sin City. He wrote RoboCop 2 and 3 and directed The Spirit. Genius. He is not. RoboCop 2 and 3 and The Spirit were terrible movies. So was Batman vs. Superman. For what it's worth, I didn't like Superman Returns the first time I saw it, and have come to really enjoy that movie. For what it's worth, you're a failure who makes shitty webcomics. Yes, but shitty webcomics only take a few minutes. The people that made Batman vs. Superman had minutes. The people that made Batman vs. Superman had years and hundreds of millions of dollars and still failed. So there's that. So what are we having for breakfast? We're having sushi. Supermarket sushi. And for all those that enjoyed the new Batman, hooray for you. Again, I was bored. I was confused. I think Jesse Eisenberg is probably the most annoying villain ever. And for those that liked it, hooray. On the upside, though, it's going to save me hundreds of dollars because I'll be skipping the rest of DC movies for a while. I think I'll be skipping out on a lot of comic book movies lately after a while. It spoiled the whole comic book movie thing for me. It's like, I'm good. I get it. They wear capes and they're sad. April Fool's Day came and went. I'm not a big... I didn't get fooled by anybody. The closest I got to fooled was on Jeopardy. If anybody watched Jeopardy that day, they threw in some snippets, some footage of bizarre shots. Like at the beginning, Alex came out, he wasn't wearing any pants. And then when somebody got a question wrong, they cut to a footage of him from years ago with his little perm, his little Golden Girls perm. Looked like Rue McClanahan with a mustache. Or Rue McClanahan. I'm not a prankster. I don't know, I just had other things to do with my day. Like, I've worked with pranksters before. I worked with one guy who put vinegar in my Sprite one day. I didn't really sip it. I went to drink it and I smelt it and I was like, did you put vinegar in my... He goes, yeah, I thought it would be funny. It wasn't. Some people like throwing pranks. I've had other things to do with my day. I don't feel the need to you know, put shaving cream over somebody's car, or put stuff on their front door. Some people like setting up pranks and booby traps. I don't know. I've always been lucky enough to have been busier than that. I did some sketching this week. Here's a sketch of René Magritte and Pablo Picasso getting attacked by the X-Men. Here's a drawing of Bootsy Collins and H.R. Geiger waiting in line while Shaka Khan tells George Clinton what she wants for the 420 holiday. Art. It's an itch that I scratch. Here's two pencil sketches I did of Canadian author Natasha Head. Oh, another drawing. I did a drawing of Mika, who's a fan of independent art. Hooray, Mika. To wash down my spicy salmon roll, I'm drinking a lovely orange pico. My wife made me tea. Brown sugar. Delicious. Did some painting this week. Four lovely ladies. There was Amber, the prisoner of suburbia. Did a fan art of Danelle. Here is Danelle is a natural element. Really like the way the lines came out in that. Did a painting of Nightmare Betty. There's that one. The arm's kind of wonky in that one, but I like the overall feel of that one. And a fellow Canadian, Alice from British Columbia. Here's my painting of her. Yeah, so that's the art I made this week. Hooray for art. Patty Duke passed away. One of my favorite all-time movies is Valley of the Dolls. It's one of my favorite movies. It's the tale of three women who try to make it in the entertainment biz in New York. And they get hooked on drugs and booze and treat people really shittily. And Patty Duke played Neely O'Hara in it. And voila, my cat. What? What? Yeah. Yeah. You're my pretty kitty. So breakfast is done. Thank you for watching this installment of the Crackpot Breakfast. I hope you have a good week.